Hey there, and welcome to this video. This video about whining 101, right? So whining is these African, South American, these hip circles that you see all over. But really, that's a movement humans are doing in like cross-cultural all over the world, and it's just very healthy. And this is the embodied sensuality part of it. So it's not about performing, about looking sexy, about all of this, it's a cool part, looking sexy and stuff. It's good. It has its place. In this video, we're doing something different, which is connecting to our bodies. So I'm sick and I'm home and I feel super cozy and chill. And that's exactly the vibe I want to have, like the slowness and the coziness and this super comfortable feeling with and in my body. I don't even have the energy to pump it up, right? So that's what we're looking for in this video, at least. I'm going to teach you a bit of the mechanics. We're going to warm up the body, and then there will be like a bit of free flow, and it's quite an improvised video. I like to do the improvisation stuff. So just follow along, I will guide you through. But first and foremost, enjoy. And that's all I want. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your body as much as you can, right? Depends on the relationship you have with your body. Everyone's different, especially hips, and sensuality is a sensitive topic. So be gentle, be kind to yourself. Okay? Good. So let's start with a moment of stillness. And I invite you to close your eyes and bring awareness to your body. And quite literally, notice your body. How are you doing right now in this moment? I like to start with bringing awareness to my feet. And I can notice that my right foot is slightly colder than my left foot. So you might want to go for temperature. You might just want to notice the pressure of your weight into the floor. Maybe you notice that you're a bit off balance. So you have more weight on your left than on your right leg. And you may want to find a more balanced posture. Any sounds are welcome. The sigh that just happened from my body actually is a sign that tension is relieved. And my nervous system naturally just sinks into more of a parasympathetic state. And bring awareness to your hips as well. And notice how they feel. Are they more open or more closed? Do they feel more fluid or more stuck? And how would it be to be 1% more relaxed in your hips? All right. And then gently blink your eyes open. And arrive back here in the room. Click, click, clack. All right, let's start. So, whining, right? It's a movement that represents fertility, that represents nourishment and abundance. It connects us to the earth. Not a secret. Most important thing is to relax your body. So I also want to start with a little bit of shaking. And you can shake your hips or your shoulders and just bounce up and down. Sigh out. If that's unusual for you, that's okay. Embrace the awkwardness. And I invite you to really give it a shot. And just bounce up and forth, back and forth, up and down. You know, all the directions. I like to do this shoulder shake. It relaxes my arms a lot. My chest, and also the hips, back and forth. You may want to shake your leg as well. Just be curious, where does the shake want to travel in your body? Right? It's a good assessment where your body is tight and where your body naturally wants to loosen up. And I invite you to really enjoy this and be curious like a little kid. Because whining and twerking and all of these movements, it's all about relaxing the body so you can actually express and flow. And also when it comes to sensuality, the more relaxed you are, the easier it is to sense something, right? Sensuality. I'm not saying sexuality. Coming from your senses. Your eyes, your ears, touch, right? Feeling, sensing, receiving. Try to feel something when you're rushing from one appointment to another, right? So, relax, relax. Okay. We start with the feet. We are building from bottom to top. So, your ankles play a big role also in whining and twerking, as well as your knees and your hips and your spine and everything else. But we start with the feet. So I just want to warm up the ankles a little. Let's see if I could step here. No, we will stay here. You can't see my feet. That's okay too. But I tell you what I do, and then you can still follow along. Maybe I can step back here. Let's readjust. Look at this. You can see my feet. Okay. I want you to come up onto the balls of your feet. And then come back and bring your weight on the heels. And just go back and forth between toes and heels. Have your knees relaxed so they can bend. Toes and heels. Toes and heels. And then go to the outside of your foot and to the inside of your foot. Please do not go into painful ranges of motion. I do not want you to jam to the extremes, right? Test where your extreme is. What's your end range of motion? And then move 50, 60, let's say 65% in that range, right? So I do not want you to go full range of motion, okay? 50 to 65% of your full range of motion, that's great. And I'm already starting to do circles. So, go onto the outside of your feet, over your toes, to the inside of your feet, on your heel. And roll over the outside towards your toes. Over the toes, inside of the foot, heel, outside of the foot. Right, so we are doing these kind of closed kinetic chain ankle circles. Oh my gosh. She's talking professional slang. The words doesn't really matter. What's important is this is kind of a massage for your feet. So rotate your ankles whilst rolling over the different areas and switch directions. By the way, this is something you could do anywhere, anytime. I'm doing this all the fucking time when I'm waiting in a line for a train or something. Massages your feet, it activates certain points that are connected to your organs. Your feet have reflexology zones. So this really gives energy, and also it loosens up our ankles. All right. Good. And then just, give it a shot. See where your ankles want to move intuitively. Shake it out. My body kind of does this by itself, so I need to catch up with my words in guiding you. And take a moment also for your ankles to see where there's still like something that wants to open up. Craig, there, you heard it. Don't worry, we will come to the hip movement. I just really want to prepare the body and take this as a nice movement break for you. Knees, same thing. Bring your knees in, bend, bring your knees out, straighten. Knees in, bend, knees out, straighten. And then draw circles. In, bend, out, straighten. And same thing, they can be very small, right? I could just do this like this and you almost do not see it. But I'm rotating my knees. And through this rotation, I also relax. So I'm not doing the movement in order to do extreme movements and overexert my body. I'm really inviting through the movement openness. I'm inviting openness in my body. Switch directions. So go out to in, out, bend, in, straighten, out, bend, in, straighten. So of course, my feet are not moving. If you can barely see it, but like I do not lift my heels. I do not twist anything here. My feet are staying still on the floor. And I go out, bend, in, straight. And I can make it smaller or bigger. Most important thing actually is to not go into any kind of end ranges of motion. I want to loosen the body. I don't want to force my body. I want to relax into the movement. So do the movement with the intention to relax and to open. It's a way different thing of moving. I can do this forever. Sorry, not sorry. I like this movement. I call it the kiss Kirby. I don't know if you know Kirby from Super Mario, but Kirby is the one, that fluffy pink ball who sucks in everything and then spills it out again. So sucking in, sucking in, and then you gave it energy and then you kiss the word. The kiss Kirby. Okay, so Now that we warmed up our ankles and our knees, we can start and warming up the hips. So relax your feet. My teacher likes to say, imagine your feet are like cookie dough melting into the floor, right? Relax your knees. Bend your knees. Bounce up and down a little. And now we start by moving our hips from side to side. Side to side. Relaxed knees, relaxed ankle. Side to side. And I'm swinging my hips. And I can start very gently and slow. And then gradually make the movement bigger and bigger. And kind of swing them from side to side until I hit my arms. Tack, 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 tack. Pelvic floor relaxed, belly relaxed, everything relaxed. And just swing your hips. So there's different ways of swinging, right? I could go over with my weight. But for the specific movement that we are doing, I want you to pull your hip up to the side and pull it up to the other side. And up and up and up and up and up. Up and up and up and up and up. All right. Other movement is back and forth. So relax. Knees, drop your sitting bone, and then move your booty back, curl it in. Back, curl it in. Pubic bone moves towards the navel. So this is also using your abs, right? It's good six-pack training. And move it back. And I don't want you to overarch your spine, right? This is not about overarching your spine. It's more as if your tailbone moves down and back. So you're actually also extending your spine. Tailbone down and back, and pubic bone to navel. And then just go swing. Swing. Back and forth, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like a swing or a spoon, scooping it up. Scoop. Scoobity, 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 scoop. Scoobity, 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 scoop. All right. And now we connect all of these, right? So bend your knees, relax your feet, move your hip to the right, to the front, to the left, to the back. Right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back. Other direction, left, front, right, back, 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 left, front, right, back. And now draw circles. So connect them by drawing a circle to the left, to the front, to the right, to the back. All right. Unfortunately, I do not have a timer, so we go with my intuition and rely on that one. It's a good one. And here, I want you to soften your breath. Soften your chest, soften your face. And breathe whilst you rotate. Allow your knees to move with. Tack, 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 tack. Switch directions. So let's start with going to the back. To the right, to the front, to the left, to the back, the right, to the front, to the left, and draw circles. And relax your belly. Relax your chest, your arms. Allow your knees to move with that, check it, that, check it, that, check it, that. All right, stop, pause for a moment. Shake out your feet. Notice how you're doing. So that's the base, okay? And now we're going into a more kind of explorative, playful part. So you know the base now. And then there's something that they call micro variations. So meaning, I'm just lifting this up so you can see the movement better. Meaning that, of course, I can go, for instance, all the way back to the side. Like I can make big circles, really exaggerated, big ones. But also I can make them very small. Very small. I can go very exaggerated to the front and only a tiny bit to the back and to the sides. Right? I can overemphasize or really emphasize the back portion, play with speed before I go slow in the front. I can, let's also go into weight shiftings. So I can go over to the right and over to the left. So this part actually, unfortunately I don't have music. Maybe I play some in the background. So with this part, I want you to go intuitively. And I will go with my intuition for how long we are going to do this. Intuition day, yay! And I really hear, soften your belly, close your eyes, and allow your hips to move in that pattern, right? This is a movement pattern, and you can express it and modify it however the fuck you want. Okay? I do not care. No one cares, actually. This is your body and your movement, right? So I'm going to place or give you one anchor, right? Your anchor is the forward movement. So you come back to this movement, and from here, you decide where you want to go and how fast and which directions. Okay? So it's front, and I decide. Front, and I decide. Front, and I decide. Coming back to the front, and I want to switch directions. Front, and I decide. All right. So I'm just going to move with you. You can use my movements as an inspiration. The invitation, though, is notice and feel your body. Discover yourself. Allow yourself to be surprised by what your body actually comes up with. Okay? So this is your time to explore yourself and your body within this movement pattern of the whining, the hip circle, the whatever you want to call it. Okay? Good. Maybe you want to pause the video and play your favorite song to go with it. And then we just start. And if your body leads you elsewhere, that's fine too. So my body already left the anchor of the forward and goes into many other different variations of it. And that's fine too. The only thing, it's good to have a frame for this, so stay in the frame of hip circuits. And if you only want to explore the hip circuits in and of itself, in the whining, that's completely fine too. Whatever it is, you can make the movement as big and as subtle as you want. Please don't hurt yourself or don't injure yourself with your knees, your ankles, they play a big role. You can also place your feet differently if you want. Make them more narrow and see how that goes. And again, use this movement to relax your body, to relax yourself. How would you move? This movement is made for you to open and to relax. All right, and then slowly find a closure. Allow the movement to become a little smaller, a bit more swingy, swaying. And gently and slowly come to a point of stillness. And notice the movement in stillness. And simply bring awareness to your hips. I can feel the left portion of my leg a bit more open and a slight tingling in my left hip flexor. Maybe you also notice changes in your mood. If some emotions came up, that is amazing because it's super normal, and there are many emotions stored in our hips if you do not do this regularly. And then you start doing it. Might also be emotionally a bit challenging. And if you don't notice anything, that's fine too. There is no right or wrong. This is you and yourself and your body, and everything is fine with you and yourself and your body. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, I like to do these practices. My pants are a bit slippery. And maybe you want to touch your body. I just really like to do that, to draw circles around my belly. I just had food, maybe that's why. And I just feel very cozy and connected to myself. And maybe there's a place of your body that wants to receive touch. If not, that's fine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and you want, give it a thumbs up, maybe comment. If it feels like this content is nourishing for you, you might consider subscribing, or sharing this video with someone you think or you know would benefit from this kind of practice. I want to grow this channel. My next goal is to hit 50 subscribers so I can start streaming live on YouTube and to spread the work. So yeah, any support is warmly welcome. And my teacher, he likes to say, make it an offering from the heart. So don't let it be just a click, but really connect with the goodness of the heart. That maybe there was just a tiny benefit for you from this practice. And connect with the goodness that you created for yourself through practicing. And put this goodness into the thumbs up or the subscribe click on the button. So really make it kind of an action from your heart. I really like this. He was way better at saying and explaining this or at expressing that, but I'm learning. We are all learning. All right. Thank you so much for doing this with me, but most of all, thank you so much for taking care of yourself and connecting with yourself. That's the most important thing. May you move gently and kindly through your day.